So, welcome back to the Fixathon. We have a controller that's working fine, charging fine, but it's really crusty. So for this one, we're gonna try to clean it up as best as possible. So this can be considered like a cleaning guide or something. But don't worry, I'll probably destroy something on the way, so we'll probably have a fix as well. Let's hope. Alright, let's open her up. These screws are coming out really weird. It's like the controller has some pressure inside of it and just wants to release it. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking somebody has probably been in here before. Yeah, so I think I'll retract my statement. I don't think anybody has been in here before because it's really hard to open up. Like every PS4 controller that hasn't been opened up before. There we go. Alright, we're in. We have a genuine battery, but I think that needs changing. Maybe we don't have to take out the front facing buttons. I think we can get away with that. So before I start cleaning, let's get this one out. And it's a small connector. These controllers, I've noticed, have two different connectors for the batteries. Some connectors have bigger, some controllers have bigger connectors and some have smaller. There was some gunk on here. Maybe this thing is held down by this screw. And I don't want to break it, so... yeah. Usually they're not held down by screws, but this one is. Okay, so let's get to all these corners that are super gunky. This share button is also... you know what? I think we gotta get inside all the buttons as well. Let's just get this one out. There we go. And this goes through this hole, so it's gonna be annoying getting back inside later. Just wiggle the analog sticks for a bit. And slowly move the controller out of its case. Here we go. Here we are. And what I'm glad I checked, because look at this cap for instance, it has some residue here as well as here. Yeah, this is some nasty stuff. I'm trying to pry this open without ruining it. Oh Jesus. I think somebody spilled some cola or something. Yeah, you can see here. Alright, let's clean that up first.
But if this brings you just a little closer,
Come here, Cotton Bud.
those men who are going into the hottest spots, I hope that it will help you to do a better job.
Now let's try to clean this side.
Better
I
job.
think that's as good as we're gonna get it, so we're gonna put it back together. Checking the potentiometers just in case. They seem to be fine, but we can flood this with some IPA just as a precaution. Alright, so we're done with the main board, and let's get over to the front facing plastic. I don't really see anything alarming actually, so that's good. I'm just gonna go back and do a little bit more around the D-pad here, because I'm noticing it's not quite coming off. That's looking great, nothing under here. Alright. Now to these pads. And they've managed just fine, and that's probably because it's some sort of rubber and it just, you know, washed away from it, I guess. Alright. I think that looks good. Yeah, this D-pad needs some cleaning. It has some gunk in the middle here. Just gonna flood it with some IPA. Get the brush involved. I found it better to clean it with some water instead because there was some sort of sugary substance in it. And IPA isn't really good for sugar, so I ran it under some cold water or warm water. I ran it under some warm water. That seemed to fix the problem. So now this is clean. The PlayStation button seems to have survived. So I think I'm gonna take this whole shell and these buttons, front-facing buttons, and run them under some warm water as well. Alright, we're back. And here's how the front shell is looking. Almost like brand new. There's some gunk in here I can take care of. Let's do all these buttons. Alright, so I'm happy with that. Here are the buttons. Looking much better. And here's the D-pad. Also looking like brand new. So, I'm a bit afraid of what's happened to this. So we're gonna open it up. And there's a latch here you can hold on to. And I want to see... First of all, I want to get this off. And I want to see. There doesn't seem to be any signs of damage here. Neither here. So I'm happy with that. We can put that back together. There we go. And let's get this back on. That's next. You can go next. That's a pretty easy one too. The only thing I have to care about here is getting these posts into these holes. There we go, that looks awesome. Okay. So we're just putting it back now in the reverse order. And I forgot about this cable here. It needs to go through this hole. There it is. Make sure to wiggle those joysticks so everything falls into place. Now these posts need to go in there. I'm having a bit of trouble with this side. There we go. Now I have a replacement battery here, and the thing with these batteries are that they come with two connectors because the PS4 controller either has the small connector or the big connector. In our case, we have the small connector, so just to be sure, some people cut these, but I don't think that's a good idea. I'm just gonna mask this with some electrical tape so it doesn't short anything out on the board, and we don't need a big piece. Maybe something like this, but even this can be overkill. And we're just gonna take the battery, put the tape over the terminal we're not gonna use, make sure it sticks, close it as much as possible, and this should be fine. So let's install the new battery. I'm just gonna put this through, so it's gonna be easier to install it. Alright, so we just put it like so. I think this is the way it should go in, but we still have one thing to take care of, and it's the bits of crust on this part, but this part is usually way easier to clean. Hopefully it starts. This button back. Nice. Alright. And that's good. Whatever. Alright. Let's get the screws back in. Let's give it a wipe down. And yeah, I think that's looking good. So it's looking way better. And now the only thing we have to do is take it to the computer and see if it all works. Alright, so we have the controller here. Let's check the sticks. They seem fine. As you see, they're not moving by themselves, no drift. Right stick is fine as well. Let's try the right trigger. 32,000 seems fine. Left stick, 32 there as well. Let's do L1 and R1. They feel great, and there's no like stickiness to them. Let's try the share button. Options. Triangle and such. It all feels well. Let's try the pressing down on the sticks. The clicking seems fine. PlayStation button. So just a word of caution, the PlayStation button takes you to big picture mode in Steam. Anyway, let's try the directional buttons. And yeah, they feel fine as well. So I consider this a fix. Well, it is fixed. So it's clean, it's working great, and yeah, that's all I had to say. So like the video if you like the content, leave a comment if you'd like, subscribe if you're interested in seeing content where I fix stuff, repair controllers, consoles, stuff like that. And yeah, other than that, have a fantastic day. Peace.